Well, we know that the way that we perceive energy and fields and magnetism and time and everything else is all very spiritual. We're talking about multidimensional thoughts. The way our mind works is multidimensional. The way the universe works is multidimensional. And so what somebody's doing at that point is they're tapping into the field. And the field has all information. And we know that through the pineal gland, which is your spiritual antenna, it has the ability to receive information as well. So our cells even are receptors. Now we know this through real scientific experiments. Our cells also receive information. So we're talking about the ability for our body and our mind to receive information directly from the field and give us that higher level of sensory perception that gives us the ability to do incredible things. So I started experimenting. I would do thought experiments with myself. I realized that every decision I make is going to have a consequence. It could be a good consequence or a bad consequence. And so I began to do thought experiments. Well, let me try this. Let me think about this. And then now let me meditate before I act on this decision. Now let me see all the potential future outcomes of this one decision until I get to the outcome that I specifically want. And then I know, okay, wow. So if I alter my decision just ever so slightly, I can get to a specific one. It's like tuning the dial on the radio. Yeah. Right. So as I alter my decision slightly, make changes to what I'm thinking I'm going to do until I find the right one with the right outcome, then I focus in on that and I hone in on that and I put all the action and energy directly into that one decision. They're finding out through quantum physics that spirituality and science goes together, not apart, and that the quantum physics is explaining the spirituality side. And they're beginning to realize that there's only one consciousness that exists, and it appears to be permeating everything throughout the entire universe. Not just every human being, but everything that exists, every individual atom that exists is also part of this whole energetic field of this grid, and also is tapping into this multidimensionality, this higher dimensional universe that does exist. So we're intrinsically connected to this multidimensional universe consciously. So all this is now just, finally becoming proven by quantum physics, quantum mechanics, standard physics, and all astrophysics. They're all coming together and realizing, wow, we have something special here. We're beginning to understand how the mind works. It's a real simple equation. It's thought multiplied by action equals manifestation. I can read 1,000 books and memorize all that information and sit down in a chair and have all that knowledge inside of my head. But until I apply any of that knowledge, I'm no good to myself or anybody else. I'm just a person with a catalog in my brain, but I'm useless until I act on the knowledge. Knowledge is not power, but applied knowledge is power. And that applying the knowledge part takes action. And that's where the action steps come in. Setting goals, doing your meditation, following up on things, being self-sufficient, believing in yourself, understanding the power that's in you, and then trying to achieve benchmarks, celebrating those benchmarks, things like that move you towards that goal of manifestation. And so when you realize and understand that, you understand the power of manifestation is the key to ushering mankind back towards the golden age. So one of the biggest reasons why I teach manifestation techniques and let people see the power of understanding how to access other dimensions of information and how to bring it and collapse it into our reality is because for us to get to that golden age, we need mankind on the same frequency. We need everyone focused on positivity, ingenuity, love, understanding, prosperity, abundance. And when everybody's on that frequency, we're going to shift and move. Now, we're already beginning to hit the frequency. Now we're in the beginning stages. And so we just have to really focus on positivity and stop falling for the divide and conquer tactics, learn how to love one another, and learn how to help one another, be of service to others, and get on that manifestation frequency, and mankind will survive, mankind will thrive, and mankind will take the boot off of its own neck, because we're the ones with the boot on our own neck. Nobody's put it there but us. It's us. We'll remove that boot from our neck, and we'll stand up like a brand new baby learning how to walk, and we'll take our steps, and eventually we'll be running. And our birthright is to reclaim control of this planet in a way that it should be, a green, loving planet, and then also our birthright in space.